Ever felt that a tiny lie you told this morning, or that moment you slipped away with a coworker's pen and never returned it, drags a dark cloud over the rest of your day? It's like a single pebble tossed into a still pond, sending ripples that reach far beyond the splash. In the world of physics, there's a name for that hidden power: the butterfly effect. One tiny wing beat can set off a storm on the other side of the world. In the realm of karma, that storm is the loss of your inner peace. The feeling that something is just off, even when everything looks fine on the surface. What if I told you those little justifications, those moments you tell yourself it's no big deal, are actually massive leaks of spiritual power? They keep you tethered to chaos, pulling your energy down into the mud of everyday compromise. The moment those leaks make you uncomfortable, the moment a white lie sits heavy on your tongue, that is the exact instant your consciousness is ready to climb to a higher dimension. Stay with me for the next 15 minutes and you'll discover the precise point where those leaks close, where you become truly impeccable, and where your vibration rises like a sunrise over a new horizon. Hey, I am a seeker of truth and a storyteller of the unseen. And today, we're diving deep into the Law of Impeccability, the hidden law that turns the butterfly effect of karma into a tool for spiritual elevation. In the next few minutes, you'll learn why everyday justifications drain your spiritual energy, how they lower the frequency at which you vibrate, and the exact practice that flips the script, allowing you to rise into a higher state of being. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of the 4 hidden leaks that keep most of us stuck, a simple checklist to seal those leaks, and a glimpse of what it feels like when your consciousness steps into a new dimension. First, we'll explore the nature of the tiny leaks. Picture a child who tells a little white lie to avoid getting in trouble. The lie feels harmless, a tiny bend in the truth, but that bend creates a fissure in the integrity of the mind. Every time you justify a small misstep, you're essentially signing a contract with the lower self. A contract that says, I'm okay with a little cheat, a little shortcut, a little borrowing that never gets returned. Those contracts accumulate, and the energy you could have used to amplify your inner light is instead diverted into maintaining the illusion of safety. It's like trying to run a marathon while constantly leaking water from a cracked bottle. You never reach the finish line because the water never stays in the bottle long enough to fuel you. Now, let's talk about frequency. In physics, any vibration has a rate, a pitch, a tone. In spirituality, we talk about vibrational frequency as the quality of our emotional and mental state. Positive emotions like love, gratitude, and truth vibrate at a higher pitch, while fear, guilt, and deception sit at lower tones. When you tell a tiny lie, you introduce a discordant note into your personal symphony. The more discord you allow, the more your overall frequency drops, attracting experiences that match that lower vibration. It becomes a self-fulfilling loop. Lower frequency draws more challenges, which in turn make it easier to slip into more justifications. And the cycle continues. Here's where the butterfly effect truly shows its teeth. The tiniest justification you make today can set off a cascade that influences how you react to bigger situations tomorrow. That borrowed pen you never returned might seem insignificant, but it plants a seed of entitlement. When a larger opportunity arises, say, a chance to lead a project, you might feel a subtle resistance, an inner voice whispering that you're not entitled to take the spotlight. That resistance is the echo of the earlier leak, a reminder that you've been operating at a lower frequency. The storm that follows is not a literal thunderstorm, but a storm of self-sabotage, missed chances, and lingering unrest. So, how do we stop the leaks? The answer lies in embracing impeccability. Impeccability isn't about perfection in the external sense. It's about aligning every thought, word, and action with the highest truth you can hold. It means catching yourself the moment you feel the urge to justify a small misstep, pausing and asking, is this truly aligned with my highest self? If the answer is no, you choose to act differently, even if it feels uncomfortable. That discomfort is the signal that your consciousness is ready to ascend, that you're stepping out of the familiar chaos and into a clearer, more resonant field. Imagine a day where you notice each tiny temptation and choose transparency over convenience. You return that borrowed pen. You speak the truth even when a white lie would save you embarrassment. You acknowledge a small mistake instead of covering it up. Each of those choices is a seal on a leak, a patch that lets your inner light shine brighter. As the leaks close, you'll feel a subtle expansion, as if a weight has been lifted from your shoulders, and the world around you begins to respond with a smoother flow. What do you think about those tiny justifications and the way they shape your day? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear your perspective. When you begin to practice this level of awareness, you'll notice a shift not only in how you feel, but in the quality of experiences you attract. Opportunities that once felt out of reach start to appear. Relationships become more harmonious, and a sense of inner calm settles in like a gentle tide. That is the butterfly effect of karma in action. The minute decision to be impeccable sends ripples that transform the entire landscape of your life. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into the practical steps that make this transformation tangible. But for now, keep your attention on the moment. Seal those leaks and feel the subtle rise of your own frequency. If this is opening your eyes, hit subscribe and stay tuned for the next chapter of this journey. Now, let us step into the concrete terrain where the abstract notion of impeccability becomes a lived experience. Imagine waking up with the intention of noticing every slip, every moment when the mind reaches for that convenient rationalization. The first practical tool is what I call the 3-second pause. As soon as you feel the impulse to smooth over a minor transgression, perhaps the urge to claim you didn't see a text message that you actually ignored, or the temptation to keep a borrowed item because returning it feels like an inconvenience, create a brief gap. Count to 3 in your head, and in that space, ask yourself, is this choice honoring the integrity of my inner truth? That brief hesitation is enough to break the automatic pattern and bring the decision back into conscious awareness. Next, anchor this pause with a physical reminder. Many practitioners find that a simple gesture, like touching the thumb to the index finger, serves as a tactile cue that a choice is being made. Each time you perform the gesture, you reinforce the neural pathway that connects intention with action. Over time, the gesture itself becomes a signal that your mind is shifting from reactive justification to deliberate alignment. You might notice that after a few weeks, the habit of reaching for the gesture fades, yet the underlying awareness remains, as if the mind has been rewired to ask the question before it acts. Now, let us explore the role of language in sealing these leaks. The words we use are not merely descriptive. They shape the energetic field around us. When you catch yourself saying, "It's just a small thing," or "Everyone does it," you are giving permission for the leak to persist. Replace those phrases with statements that reflect responsibility and clarity. Instead of, "I'm just borrowing this pen," say, "I am taking this pen temporarily and will return it as soon as possible." Instead of, "I didn't mean to lie," acknowledge, "I chose to tell a half-truth and I will correct it now." By verbalizing the intention to act impeccably, you create a vibrational seal that resonates beyond the immediate moment, aligning your speech with a higher frequency. Another powerful practice is the daily gratitude audit of impeccable moments. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on every instance where you chose truth over convenience, where you returned something you had taken, or where you admitted a mistake instead of covering it up. Write these moments down, however brief, and feel the expansion that follows each acknowledgement. This audit does two things. It reinforces the neural circuitry of conscientious choice, and it amplifies the subtle lift in your energetic field by celebrating the closing of each leak. Over time, you will notice a cumulative effect, a sense of lightness that seems to grow with each recorded act of integrity. Let us now address the inevitable discomfort that arises when you begin to live impeccably. The moment you feel a knot in the stomach, a surge of anxiety, or a whisper of self-criticism, recognize that this is the exact point where your consciousness is stretching into a new dimension. Discomfort is the friction of transformation. Rather than retreating, breathe into it. Visualize the discomfort as a dark cloud that is being illuminated from within by the clarity of your intention. As the cloud clears, you will feel a subtle shift, as if a veil has been lifted and the world appears a fraction sharper, colors a touch more vivid, and possibilities a little more accessible. In the realm of relationships, impeccable conduct has a ripple effect that is both profound and measurable. When you consistently honor your word, others begin to trust you on a deeper level, and the relational field becomes a space of mutual empowerment rather than a battlefield of hidden agendas. Notice how a simple act like admitting you forgot a promise rather than fabricating an excuse creates a space for authentic dialogue. That authenticity invites others to lower their defenses, and the collective vibration of the interaction rises. It is here that the butterfly effect of karma truly manifests, as one honest exchange can cascade into a chain of openness that reshapes the dynamics of an entire group. Now, consider the impact of impeccability on your creative endeavors. Creativity thrives in an environment of clarity and freedom from internal sabotage. When you eliminate the self-imposed narrative that you are not good enough, or the excuse that you don't have time, you free up a channel for inspiration to flow unhindered. The act of returning a borrowed tool, for example, can symbolize the return of creative energy that was previously stuck in a loop of indebtedness. As you practice impeccable habits, you may notice that ideas surface more readily, that you can focus for longer stretches without the mental chatter of guilt, and that the work you produce carries a resonance that feels aligned with your deepest purpose. A practical method to deepen this alignment is the practice of mindful breathing paired with intention setting. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and inhale slowly, counting the breath in your mind up to 4. Hold for a moment, then exhale, counting down to 4. As you breathe, silently repeat the affirmation: I am a conduit of truth, and every choice I make seals a leak of light. Allow this mantra to settle into each inhalation, and feel the breath as a carrier of your intention, moving through the body, clearing blockages, and raising the vibrational frequency. Consistent daily practice of this breath affirmation routine creates a foundation upon which impeccable actions become effortless expressions of your inner state. Let us also explore the role of environment in supporting impeccability. Our surroundings often act as silent accomplices to our justifications. A cluttered workspace can encourage the habit of borrowing items without returning them, while a chaotic home may foster the tendency to overlook small missteps. By consciously curating a space that reflects order, respect, and clarity, you reinforce the internal commitment to integrity. Simple actions like designating a specific spot for shared items, labeling them, and establishing a routine of returning them at the end of the day transform the environment into a physical reminder of your impeccable promise. When you extend this practice into the digital realm, the same principles apply. Consider the habit of scrolling through social media without intention, or the impulse to share information without verifying its truth. Each click that bypasses mindfulness is a micro leak in the energetic field of your attention. Set intentional boundaries. Allocate specific times for checking messages. Pause before posting. and ask yourself whether the content you are about to share aligns with your highest truth. By treating your digital interactions with the same rigor as your physical ones, you close leaks that otherwise drain your focus and diminish your vibrational clarity. Now, let us bring all these threads together in a single, cohesive daily ritual that you can experiment with for the next 7 days. In the morning, after waking, spend a minute visualizing a bright, clear field surrounding you, free of any fog. As you move through your day, employ the 3-second pause each time you sense a justification arising. Use the finger gesture as a tactile anchor and verbalize your intention to act impeccably. At midday, take a brief breath, affirmation break, inhaling, holding, exhaling, while repeating the mantra of truth. In the evening, conduct your gratitude audit, noting each moment of integrity, no matter how small. Finally, before sleep, reflect on any discomfort you felt, acknowledging it as a sign of expansion, and thank yourself for the courage to face it. By integrating these steps, you create a synergistic loop where each practice reinforces the others, accelerating the sealing of leaks and the rise of your frequency. As you embark on this experiment, pay attention to the subtle shifts that begin to surface. You may notice that interactions that once felt fraught become smoother, that you feel a lightness in your chest after returning an item you had unintentionally kept, or that a creative project you had stalled on suddenly gains momentum. These are the tangible signs that the butterfly effect of karma is at work, that the tiny decision to be impeccable is sending ripples far beyond the immediate moment. Trust these signals and let them motivate you to keep refining the practice. Now, I would love to hear from you. What tiny justification have you caught yourself making lately? And how did you choose to respond? Share your experience in the comments below, and let's create a community of seekers who support each other in sealing those leaks. If you feel this message resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from a reminder to live impeccably. Your engagement not only helps the channel grow, but also amplifies the collective vibration of this community, reinforcing the very principles we are exploring. Before we close, remember that impeccability is not a destination, but an ongoing journey, a daily choice to align thought, word, and deed with the highest truth you can hold. Each moment you catch a justification, each time you return a borrowed object, each honest admission you make, you are stitching together a tapestry of light that strengthens your spiritual foundation. Over time, this tapestry becomes a radiant field that not only protects you from the chaos of unchecked justifications, but also attracts experiences that reflect this higher frequency. The world around you will begin to mirror the clarity and integrity you embody, and opportunities that once seemed out of reach will present themselves as natural extensions of your impeccable state. As we part for now, keep your attention sharp, your heart open, and your actions aligned with the truth you seek. The butterfly's wing may be small, but its impact can be monumental when guided by conscious intention. Stay present, seal the leaks, and watch as your consciousness ascends to dimensions you have only glimpsed in moments of quiet reflection. Until the next chapter, may your frequency rise, your path clarify, and your life unfold with the graceful symmetry of impeccable living.